Our lives generally move in the direction of our most dominating thoughts. Therefore, the more you engage your mind on productive, positive, and successful thoughts, the more confidence you're going to have. Hey, welcome back, Jeff. Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me. First of all, if you're in the US, happy Thanksgiving. If you've been following me consistently on this, you'll notice I have been absent for a little bit here. And if you can tell in my voice, I have been sick, but wanted to jump on here today and continue the conversation I've been having around the confidence factor. And a lot of that to do because we released the new membership program with the Confident Athlete. So I want to talk more today about our self-talk. Your self-talk is a determining factor of your confidence level, because what you say to yourself really affects how you think and in turn how you feel. And so as I opened, our lives generally move in the direction of our most dominating thoughts. We become what we think about. So the more we can engage our mind in productive, positive, successful thoughts, the more confidence we're going to have. Now, it's unrealistic to think that we're always going to have positive self-talk, but we've really got to be able to understand how to deal with that. What you say to yourself influences your body, therefore it influences your actions, and everything just trickles down from there. So you can't always control the thoughts that are entering your mind, but you can control the energy that you give to them. So I want to talk about a few things. First of all, again, talking about the new Confident Athlete membership site. It is Black Friday tomorrow. We do have a Black Friday promotion on this. So go to confidentathleteprogram.com/membership, because the first 100 people get the first 3 months for 50% off. So go check that out. But I want to talk about a few things. Tammy Matheny, who wrote the book Confident Athlete and has partnered with me on this program, she has a few things to help with your self-talk, because as I said, you don't always have the ability to control your self-talk. So how do you deal with that? And that's one of the questions I get asked from athletes, entrepreneurs, whatever. I know I don't want to have this negative self-talk, but sometimes it's just something I can't get away from. So one of the things that Tammy teaches in the book, The Confident Athlete, is the rubber band pop. And that's just to place a rubber band on your wrist. And every time you have a negative or unproductive thought, pop that rubber band and replace your unproductive thought with a positive one. It's just creating that habit. The other is affirmations, the I am statements. Saying something over and over eventually makes yourself believe it. That's why you can tell a lie, and once you've repeated that lie so many times, pretty soon you believe it. Well, repetition triggers our subconscious mind into positive action if we use the right affirmations. So our brain is going to believe what we tell it. And as a result, many of us have created limiting beliefs. But if we can change that and replace that negative self-talk with positive self-talk, we can create the beliefs that are going to help us build our confidence. And so as we do that, we've got to, it's a lot easier. Like I said, a lot of people say, well, I recognize when I'm having this negative self-talk, I just don't know what to do. Well, if you have some affirmations set up, that at least gives you something to go from. That when you recognize that you're having some negative self-talk, you can replace it with these affirmations that might not be exactly what you want to say at the time, but it can at least be something that's replacing the negativity. And so much of it just comes down to understanding that what you want and affirming it. I had a basketball player that wanted to be the best rebounder in our league. And right from the beginning of the season, she kept telling herself, I am the best rebounder in our league. And obviously she had to put in the work to do it. But by the end of the season, she was the number one rebounder in our league. But every single day she was telling herself, I am the best rebounder in our league. And so what is the I am statement that you could create for yourself? So much of it too comes down to what is the vocabulary you use. And this is what I use a lot with athletes, is simply changing your vocabulary can improve your confidence. Too often we believe things aren't going to happen, but just changing something to add in the word yet can change something. We've never beat this team yet. Placing a yet at the end allows your brain to believe there's still a chance to do something. Using get to rather than have to. And I use this a lot with my basketball team when we're conditioning. Do you get to condition or do you have to condition? If you have to condition, it leads to negative thoughts. When you look at it as I get to condition so that when we play our opponent, I'm in better shape. I'm better prepared. That's a totally different mindset. Eliminate the use of the word but, because anything that comes after the word but is an excuse. The other thing, and I've talked about it before, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but Tammy Matheny's story that she shares in This Is Good, it's the whole idea of life happening for us and not to us. Nothing's good or bad until we decide it is. And so we need to learn to focus on the good in the situation, because we're all going to go through the negative times. We're all going to go through the tough times, but what are the lessons we can learn? What is the good that we can learn from it? Viktor Frankl, in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, if you've never heard of that book, it's an incredible book. It's about his time in Auschwitz, but he says that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Now, this is a guy that was in a death camp, that he was focusing on choosing what he focused on, choosing your own way. So what is it that you put your focus and effort on? If he could do that in a concentration camp where his whole family was murdered, what can you really choose? So one of the other things I like to do is help people focus on their past successes. Relive past performances where you did really well. From a business standpoint, where did you really succeed in a sale, in a meeting or something? And how can you relive that and bring the emotion back, have the feelings, all those things? Now, another is, when it comes to self-talk, is being your own best friend. I love Vera Jo Bustos. She shared a story with me once, and she says, imagine that, and we're talking sports again, she's a basketball coach. Imagine that you're invited to, we use Steph Curry as the example. She says, imagine that you're invited to sit courtside on one of Steph Curry's games. At halftime, you're going to have the opportunity to meet him and talk to him and everything. And he goes out during the first half and he just stinks. He can't hit a shot. He has a bunch of turnovers. He's got a bunch of dumb fouls, all that. At halftime, when you have the opportunity to meet him, what are you going to say to him? Are you going to tell him, Steph, you suck, you shouldn't even be on the floor? No, you're going to, be positive with him, encouraging and all those things. When she tells that story, she says, then why do you do the opposite with yourself? Why do you tell yourself when you're missing shots that you suck, that you shouldn't be on the floor? If you wouldn't tell the same thing to your favorite basketball player, your NBA hero, why are you saying it to yourself? I think that's really a powerful thing to think about in any situation. What are the things that you're saying to yourself, and would you say them to other people? So, excuse me, you can tell in my voice that I've been sick, so I'm sorry about that. But really what I want to focus on here is often the only difference between your best performance and your worst performance is your self-talk. And remember that your brain is hearing everything that you say, and it really has an impact on your confidence, on your performance, everything. So I really want you to be thinking about your self-talk and the impact it has on everything you do. And again, please come check out our Black Friday special on our new Confident Athlete Program membership site. Go to confidentathleteprogram.com/membership. Thanks for being with me. See you tomorrow.
Og Mandino said that the difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the keys to success. Many of the habits that will bring you success in life are easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. I developed the Mindset Journal so that I could easily implement powerful success habits into my daily routine. The power of the Mindset Journal comes from knowing your top priorities and scheduling them into your day. The power of the reticular activating system and its relationship to your goals, your mindset questions, and your daily accountability. So if you want to implement some quick and effective success habits into your daily routine, go to jeffheggie.com/mindset journal and get yours today. I've always known that accountability is important, and I thought I was pretty good at it. But it wasn't until I started to work with an accountability coach that I realized the true impact of accountability. Hi, my name is Jeff Heggie, and I want to tell you about our Jumpstart calls. These are quick 10-minute daily calls with other high achievers who are growing and transforming together. If you're serious about your goals and you want to achieve more in the next 90 days than you have in the past year, this is something that you really need to pay attention to. What you are doing is important, and this is a group that's here to help support you in all of your success. Our Jumpstart calls are designed to help you create and sustain consistent momentum in your life and in your business that will ensure that you hit your goals. It's easy to get tied up in the urgent things every day, but when you commit to focus on the important things, you can move mountains. You're going to grow with us. We're doing this together, and it's important. A simple 10-minute commitment each day is going to change your life. So if you're ready for a Jumpstart, come and join us. We're going to win together. Go to jeffsjumpstarts.com.